How's it going, everyone? Today I wanted to make a video for you guys about tips for how to make it easier to pair the transmission back into your car. This is one of the things that I hate doing the most on cars because sometimes it's just the most frustrating and difficult process, and throughout the times that I've done it, I've learned some tips and tricks for how to make it easier that I wanted to share with you guys today. Now, before this video gets too far, I want to make sure that you guys know about my sponsors that have helped make this video possible. The links for them are in my description below. You guys should really check them out if you're building a race car like I am and you want some ways to make your car better looking, faster, and you can do it all affordably. Now, the first tip for getting your transmission back onto your car is to make sure that your clutch disc and clutch is aligned properly. And the way that you can do that is with the clutch alignment tool like the one that I'm holding right here. This clutch alignment tool replicates the spline that is on your transmission input shaft and makes sure that your clutch disc is aligned properly and everything will go smoothly when you go to put the transmission back onto the car. Not only are you going to want to make sure that the clutch disc is aligned properly when you initially put the tool in, but you're also going to want to make sure that all of the bolts that hold the clutch together are torqued properly so nothing moves in the process of putting the transmission back into the car. Now, the second trick for how to make life easier for putting your transmission back onto your car is to adjust the angle of your motor. Now, the reason that you want to angle your motor properly is so that when you go to put the input shaft of your transmission into the motor and the input shaft are not at different angles, which makes it harder for everything to come together. Instead, you want them to be at the same angle so everything can slide together properly. And one of the ways that you can help make sure everything is at a similar angle is to put the jack underneath the front of your car and raise your motor, most likely from pushing on the bottom of the oil pan. Now, one thing that you're going to want to make sure you do is put some wood or something in between the jack and the oil pan to make sure that you don't damage or scrape anything. But by lifting the motor, most likely, like I said, from jacking up the oil pan, you can help make sure that the angle of the motor and the transmission are similar, and it will make your life a lot easier when trying to pair them together. Now, the third tip for getting your transmission paired onto your motor properly is to spin either the crankshaft or to spin the transmission internals to make sure that the teeth on the input shaft are paired up with the teeth on the clutch disc. Now, like I said, there are two ways to do it. You can either spin the internals of the transmission or the crankshaft. The way that you spin the internals of the transmission is you put the drive shaft back into the back of the transmission and you go and spin it back and forth, giving the teeth on the input shaft the opportunity to align properly with the teeth on the clutch disc. Otherwise, you can go to the front of the car and spin the crank pulley back and forth to make sure that the clutch disc have the opportunity to align properly with the input shaft. Now, the last tip that I'm going to explain to you guys is one that could go very badly if you do it improperly, so please listen to this entire tip before trying to attempt it. And this tip is going to be using the bolts that help hold the transmission onto the motor to help tighten everything together. So if you have like an inch or maybe a little bit more than an inch of gap between the block and the transmission itself, and you just can't exactly close that gap, one thing that you can do is you can put the bolts that hold the transmission onto the block through the holes on the transmission bell housing and thread them into the block, and then use a wrench or something to tighten those to help close that gap. So first thing you're going to want to do to help ensure that this process goes smoothly is you're going to want to make sure that you tighten these bolts not just from one side of the transmission bell housing but from multiple sides. So for example, you can put one in the top right of the bell housing and you tighten that one a little bit, and then you go to the bottom left of the bell housing and tighten this one, and then maybe you can go up. You can kind of do it in a star pattern similar to the way that you would torque down your wheels to help ensure that the pressure helping to push the transmission into the motor is being done from all angles instead of just one angle. Now, the second most important tip for this trick is to make sure that you're not putting too much pressure on any of these bolts. And what I mean by that is when you're using this method to help tighten the bell housing into the transmission or into the motor, you're going to want to make sure that none of the bolts get too difficult to tighten down. Because if you don't have everything properly aligned in terms of your transmission going into the clutch disc, you could, instead of pairing everything together, just be creating pressure in between the input shaft and the clutch disc. And that could be really bad. You could damage the clutch, you could damage the transmission, you could damage the transmission bell housing, you could even damage your block if you put too much pressure on these things. So you're only going to want to use this tip if you think that everything is aligned properly, you just can't close everything to that small gap. So if you have any questions about any of the tips that I've listed today, make sure that you comment them in the description or in the comments below, or you can message me on Instagram at narrowman98. Otherwise, if you enjoyed this video or found it helpful, make sure you guys like it, subscribe to the channel if you want more videos like this, or if you want to see more about the car behind me, and check out my sponsors if you guys could. Thank you guys so much, and have a good one.